Welcome everybody to our Tuesday night arena here on lichess and Twitch, my favorite place to be with you guys, my friends, my counseling group. What's up everybody? I'm in a good mood tonight. We're going to be holding the Pawnda VIII arena, the 8th version. This is our substitute Pawnda, macro Pawnda, holding down the guest camera. Looking cool tonight. He's got his lotto ticket. He's feeling lucky. Why am I looking at Yellow Dragoon's profile? I have no clue. Alright, Pawnda VIII Arena. Must have clicked on Yellow Dragoon there by accident. Sparkle Horse, Negro Modelo, Morales, Someone on Sound, Flesh Lump Eater, Cheesy Noob, Misclicked, Dimitrilas, Renegade, and X Smoke. Bob just subscribed for 21 months. A good mood. Even you can't destroy it, Bob. So, yeah, I'm not really sure why I'm in a good mood. I was just like thinking about the possible reasons. I was listening to some music. Haven't had any alcohol for 2 days, but we're gonna remedy that. I'm not having like withdrawal symptoms or anything, so that's a good sign. But got a beer here. Beer is good. Inappropriate to be in good spirits so soon. Thank you, Bob. Thank you. It's not like it's an Irish wake or anything. Alright, Someone on Sound, Mad Remus. Who else is here? Bob. Astrobate's here. Subscribers in the house. I saw, let's see, Morales also. Negro Modella joined the tournament early. You guys, we're starting in 14 minutes. Black Bear, Fox, Ginger. Why some players playing better with a few glasses of alcohol? People who I guess are more uptight will relax more. But it might not be a good idea for people who are underage or certain people among the community. I'm not sure I recommend drinking alcohol. It's just part of my life. No. But I was just trying to think about why I was in a good mood. I didn't even have a sip of my beer, actually. I haven't even had a beer in 2 days. Someone on Sound, what's up? Good to see you guys. So, we're going to be starting the tournament in 13 minutes. Part of my life. Antonio. If you're from Europe, you probably understand better. Per pint, your rating drops 100 points. No, I think it's like an economic graph or something. It's like a point of diminishing returns you have to reach. But I have really, really bad news that I'm going to share with you guys. We're starting here. Most of my good friends, I'm going to share my bad news with you guys. So, I've decided, I'm going to quit playing chess for good. I mean, there's the flea market life and selling a lot of stuff. So, basically, I'm going to start playing chess for evil from now on. Just like with drinking, we're switching from good to evil. So, it's bad news, but it's good news at the same time. We can both play chess for evil and work the flea market circuit. Hopefully, that's the plan. So cheers, everybody. We're gonna get started here in just a few minutes, like 12 minutes till the 12 minutes till the thing starts. I feel drunk already. I haven't even had a sip of my beer yet. All right. So chess for evil and drinking for evil. We're gonna quit playing chess for good. Anyway, nothing wrong with a little bit of evil. Flesh Lump Eater agrees. He's got the kind of ultra-violent name. Mr. Coffee almost believed me. I tried. I don't have a good straight face. Even though I'm a poker player, I'm not a great visual bluffer. And I just basically try to, try not to do a lot of acting, So, yeah, I'm not very good at doing the straight face. But, we'll see. Poker Face, Lady Gaga. I was listening to some some other stuff. Not Lady Gaga. That's not my thing, but I respect your opinions. What do we got here? Openings teach you openings. This old guy, Gerzenowitz, actually lived in Massachusetts as well. He lived in Western Massachusetts. Because I'm in Massachusetts, USA. He was like this old guy who wrote some chess books. It's funny that he's quoted in the Pawnda 8 arena. There, not a very useful quote, but lichess has a large selection, I guess. They're digging deep. Pawnda is playing. Yeah, Pawnda is gambling now. He's got the sunglasses, the Mega Millions. We'll see if he wins. If he's gonna share it with me, I don't know. Tonight's the Mega Millions drawing. I don't really play the lottery much, but he, Macro Pawnda is kind of into that. So he's gone through quite a large amount of our funds, basically gambling through the lotto system. No, we don't. I don't know if he plays poker. Mostly just lotto, sports betting, and lotto. That's his specialty. All right, so I don't consider poker gambling, but other things are. The lotto is definitely gambling. No doubt about that, unless it's fixed, and then you're not really gambling, you're just giving your money away. But who knows? Anyway, we're ready to get started here in 9 minutes, guys. It's going to be fun. We're just relaxing. Got some coffee, beer. Friends, we got Negro Modelo. Uber driver showed up. Yeah, Uber driver. Not that far. Not that far from me in the Northeast, apparently. I'm really good at poker, well, that's why it's not gambling. No, I mean, gambling I consider to be something that you play, against the house. A lot of people who are, novice, casino goers or whatever, equate poker to like blackjack or craps or something. But the fact of the matter is you play poker against other players. You're not playing it against the casino or the house. I think there's an important distinction, in that kind of way. There's obviously a factor of luck in any kind of games, even backgammon or something, but Black Bear Fox Ginger, it is gambling, of course. There is chance involved. Yeah, exactly. There's also chance in chess. Like your opponent might not make it to the game because he fell and broke his face or something. I mean, so there's chance in getting across the street too. Just crossing the street is good for me. Horse racing. Right, horse racing. You're not actually actively participating in horse racing, right? You're betting on the outcome of a sporting event. Yeah, it's like, all right, guys, we're ready to get started here. Just 7 minutes. What else did I forget? Tomorrow is Wednesday. We will be streaming again in the evening. Wednesday, Weird Wednesday. I think we're going to try to do the same thing. Approximately 5:30. You're betting that this tournament will start in under 8 minutes. Well, if an asteroid doesn't strike the planet, or nuclear war doesn't begin, I don't think even, well, maybe like lichess will go down. I mean, there's a pretty good chance. Probably something like, 1 in 1,000 chance of, actually less than that. Probably like a 1 in 5,000 chance of tournament not starting there, if you want to be technical about it, if in flash chess. But if you want to bet on it, I could, maybe I could like turn it off or something. Anyway, guys, what's up? That's not Pawnda. That's his brother, Macro Pawnda. Sardinian beer. I've got the Bass Ale here. Little commercial for Bass Ale. Brewed in the United States, which just seems wrong. Merrimack, New Hampshire. All good English ale should be brewed in the United States, obviously. The good old days, like 20 years ago, they used to actually import it. Trying to kill a whales. Mind if I send you some beer? Absolutely not. I don't mind. As long as it's, you know, not a joke or something. Absolutely. I would appreciate it. Why isn't this tournament rated? Why ask why? Because we're having fun. It's a fun tournament. Alright. It's a fun tournament. Why does everything have to be so goddamn serious all the time? Rating. Rating doesn't matter. Titles don't matter. This is my friend Zlatko Linčić, Serbian Grandmaster. The only thing that matters is winning tournaments. That's what he said. Pass Pawn 99, welcome. Even the evil joke here, bro. What? It's for fun. It's all for fun. For the sake of fun. We're doing this all for the sake of fun. We've got 15 players so far. Where's Uber driver's brother Merle? He must be working late. Anyway, it's good to see you guys. The best tournament of the week. It's nice to have a 7+3. I mean, there's not that many rapid tournaments on lichess. At least ones where there's many players. And the hourly ones are pretty weak. Not really anyone over 2,000 very much. I've already got like 4 players over 2,000. Hopefully there'll be more. I'll have 50 players. Well, we'll have 50 players by the end of the tournament. I don't know. I don't normally run this tournament at this time. I just relocated back from Europe, and when I was doing these tournaments before, I don't remember what time I was doing them. We might get more tournaments, more players, sorry, than when I was doing them previously from the European Union. You saw I Am Legend, but haven't watched a lot of zombie shows. I Am Legend, though, you have to watch the original, The Last Man on Earth, with Vincent Price, Uber driver. I mean, it's really bad special effects and, you know, whatever you want, but it's like great atmosphere. That's the original like movie that was made in Matheson's book. I Am Legend, I honestly think it kind of sucked, you know. I'm sorry for the Fresh Prince, but you know, there was the original The Last Man on Earth, I think it was called, with Vincent Price, and then there was also other stuff that was kind of loosely based on that, which seemed like the Omega Man with legendary Charlton Heston, which is another movie that was really freaky. Great zombie movie. Gotta watch Omega Man. Charlton Heston he was kick-ass in that movie. Alright. Let's get started. 2 minutes to go here. You can't go wrong with Charlton Heston. I mean, any kind of really good, like, mid-70s movies. Better than anything today. Alright. The zombies in that were really freaky, though. It was kind of weird, I have to say. Alright, guys, we have 2 minutes. 2 minutes to go. AP87. Stefan Gerzadowicz was an old man who lived here in the state, Massachusetts. He was like a correspondence player. Not a super strong player, but he wrote some books at a really late age. I think he was like 70 when he was like a published chess author or something. It's interesting. But not that far from where I live. Planet of the Apes with Heston, of course. Planet of the Apes was around the same time he made the Omega Man. That was the original Planet of the Apes. I actually had a Planet of the Apes action figure that I found in my house when I was like a little kid. I don't think it was really mine. I think I like inherited it from like somewhere. But actually somewhere had this Planet of the Apes action figure, like an ape. Crazy. Oh, in defense. What's that about? Euronico said, what? When you compare the timer here to the timer in Twitch, what's the difference? I don't know about a timer in Twitch. We're just going to get started here. The timer says 48 seconds. King safety. The first commandment always. Ready to get started. The 10 commandments. First commandment. King safety. Now I get it. Hazite. That means like homemade milk. Must be a Hungarian. Now that I've moved back to the United States temporarily, we have a Hungarian in the house. We had another Hungarian who left. Maybe he's still here. Misclicked. He's a Hungarian too. It's not enough to be Hungarian, you have to be good too. That's what they said in Hollywood. Alright, we're playing Negro Modelo, I guess. Negro Modelo. Beer. Beer is good. Yeah, like in Transylvania and places in really far out country, fresh homemade milk. E4 C5. You can buy basically milk that's not even like formally like pasteurized. It's just from the farm. They like cook it or something. I don't know. E4 C5 knight F3. Anyway, random stuff you didn't care about. We're starting this with a Sicilian here against Negro Modelo. Try not to be vulgar tonight, Bob. We're keeping you on a short leash. I'm in a good mood, but I'm going to keep you on a short leash. Try not to hurt anybody's feelings but mine. D3, quiet approach. I don't mind if you hurt my feelings, Bob. But just take it easy on the rest. Okay, G3, bishop G7. E4, A6. The C3. So this is an interesting specialty move order by White. I think I'll revert back to a system I used to play years ago, if I may. Been a long time since I played this. I don't know if I even can, because well, I don't see a reason why not. Yeah, this will just be a transposition. This was my former black side of the Sicilian anti-King's Indian setup, anti-King's Indian attack setup before I worked with Dvoretsky. I had later learned a kind of Botvinnik structure system from him, but this was my previous approach. But Negro Modelo's move order, kind of an interesting special move order where he's not playing knight on BD2. It's like he's trying to play D4. In my other system, I would normally have played like Rook B8 here, but it looks like he's playing D4. It's almost like I have to stop that. And one thing I do sometimes is play this give up the bishop sort of thing. I had a game like this with White last year, 2 years ago, in a tournament in Hungary, colors reverse sort of thing. Okay, this is just weird now. I really don't know what's going on. I think I have to calculate H3, knight takes D3, rook E3. That doesn't work. So H3, knight takes D3, H takes G4, knight takes E1 is an interesting line. That might be worth a try. So I'm not sure what he's going to do now. Maybe make some sort of lame move like Queen C2. Alright guys, thanks for joining me for my tournament. Please support the stream if you can, making donations. I don't know. It looks like Hikaru is running a rerun. I don't recognize anyone else is streaming right now. Any of my friends aren't streaming on Twitch. I wouldn't mind like raiding another stream with someone that I liked. Jim, what's up? Good to see all my friends here. I'm alone. I'm alone, and you know, it gets depressing being alone. It's nice to have you guys as my psychological counseling group. Pawngrubber is a friend of the stream. I don't have Pawngrubber like friended on Twitch. All right, Queen E2. Unless I turn evil. I'm already evil. No, of course those guys have been here. I just never added them on Twitch. Queen E2. I'm saying I don't have friends. Alright, Queen E2. What are we doing? Don't distract me now. I'm trying to concentrate. So, what's next? Actually, why don't I play like Queen C8? He's going to do the Magnus Carlsen maneuver. Queen F1. Yeah, Queen C8 is kind of weird. Why don't we not do Queen C8? Just do something normal. What is normal? Anyway, Bob. Define normal, Bob. I don't know what the plan is. I mean, black should be absolutely fine in this position. I was kind of looking at something funky, like moving my queen to crazy square. Sammy Reshevsky. He could just do h3 now. Bishop takes f3. Or knight takes f3. Queen b6 is artificial. I'm going to play for queen a6. I got to trade pieces here. Which way to do it? Bishop takes. This was kind of a lame move, but I have this. I'm still fine, even as the bishop pair. This was a weird move. I don't know what to do at that point, honestly. It was a weird move. I honestly didn't know what to do at the moment when I played queen b6. My only friend is Pawnda. Pawnda just spends all my money on lotto tickets. Well, not the real Pawnda. This is pseudo Pawnda. Macro Pawnda. His cousin, basically. Alright. Massaging the weak d3 square. But now I even begin to wonder if that's even a good idea. Anyway, he's coming with f4 next move. Clearly. But this is getting kicked out no matter what I do. So I'm changing plans like willy-nilly here. Good. Great. I don't know Negro Modelo that well. We have almost 30 games. His score against me has been really good. They're mostly simul games, though. I mean, he's supposed to score pretty good at simuls, but his score of late was devastating. Where do we go? Queen c7 or queen a6 at this stage? Queen c7 or queen a6? This is just standard maneuver. b5 anyway. Sack and exchange. Take queen a1. My queen gets almost trapped. The almost trapped. Almost being the operative word. Takes queen a1. Takes on c6, like knight e5. Bishop somewhere. It's just a mess, basically. Probably better not to open that can of worms. And just play knight e5. The knight's awfully strong there. Goodbye, knight. Okay, this was a totally frustrating game. I didn't know Negro Modelo played the style. I thought he was more like tactical. Very positional. Jim says, oh geez, this guy again at the arena. What are you talking about? I can't see what you're talking about. Who's in the arena, Jim? See no evil. That was Joel Johnson, National Master. He wrote a book called See No Evil, Hear No Evil, Fear No Evil, or something like that. Maybe I should trade the Dark Square Bishops. Infinite Flash Chess, I didn't quit gambling, I just don't do it professionally anymore. There's a difference. You know, if somebody wants to back me, I might go back to it, but I won't do it full time. Alright, we've got coffee and I'm not drinking it. But I feel pretty good. I had a little bit of coffee earlier. Pretty awake now. The stream start is pretty good for me this time. Guys, welcome to the stream. Let's get some bit wars going. Jim, Cash Maui, and Alms all donated. I think yesterday, Jim, you didn't donate today, right? I hope I didn't miss somebody donating. This kind of sucks with the version 2 that I can't see the... Excuse me. I can't see the tournament standing while I'm playing. Is it my imagination, or could you see that before? And now I'm not really sure anymore. Blockade the dark squares and pray. This is going to be a little sketchy for black, I think. He's got some King's Indian attack threats here. I don't really like this that much. Try to nail down the dark squares. His bishop is it has potential. It looks bad on paper, but it's actually, my knight isn't so good either, so. Neither side with a tangible major advantage here. White's a little freer. Feels like I have literally no plan. My basic plan is to just kind of cling to the dark squares and keep his bishop bad. But I don't really have an offensive plan. Last time Negro Modelo lost was in a simul 3 years ago. And before that, another simul 5 years ago. Going back 8 years. He's lost 3 games. I've only been streaming for 3 years, so no, I can't go back that far. Rook b1. I wanted to just get back to basics here. And centralize. Centralizado. Centrillion. How much is a centrillion? I can resize the board. Oh, I'm on. I can't because I'm on. Sorry, guys. I have to use Firefox for now. Until somebody teaches me how I can do it. Streamlabs OBS with Chrome. I don't know why my Streamlabs OBS. Actually, I could have done that today if I had remembered it. Try to figure out how to get Streamlabs OBS with Chrome working. What's the plan now for black? Does anybody have a plan? We just kind of sit here. We're just like sitting here doing nothing. A cent equals 100. 100 trillion. Centrillion. We need an active concept. Let's abandon the F file. Just kidding. I was just kidding. I want to put my rooks over there now. Yeah, I think this is dubious for white. Dubious but not bad. It's going to be a little easier for me to play with the queen and knight combination. Still white's fine, objectively. So much for the queen and knight combination. Alright. We've got to have something we can do here. Create threats. How's my knight doing, kids? Man, that's weird. Yes. Master sees everything. Look. The invisible bishop. Hopefully I can't lose this. This is really a good use of time for an arena. I don't know if I can flag him somehow. It's like impossible to win, basically. It's basically impossible. Probably possible to lose, though. C4. Putting my pawns on the wrong color. So where knights are tricky. Alright, lucky win basically on time. See, that's typical evil victory. Undeserved. Go acerbate. Spell check. Game 1, Drew. Wow. Was it an upset draw? What's up, guys? Don't forget to donate, support the stream. Thank you guys for subscribing. Someone on sound leading the Pawnda Arena 8. Whatever. Oh. Alright, Ricky Sanchez. We played only once. Nothing will destroy my mood today. Not even Bob's trolling. I had a couple games today where I played some Catalans with white. Basically trying to like sacrifice my C-pawn. Acerbate, thank you. Acerbate gets on the board. Actually, it was already on the board. Oh no. Alright, if I don't like my opponents, I won't play them. It's that simple. If I'm suspicious of someone, I'll just resign the game. Alright. Hopefully I don't get paired with anyone like that. I don't know why you'd want to play in an arena where the host thought you were cheating, but it's alright. So, literally, Ricky Sanchez took my pawn now. I didn't think he would do that. I studied this 25 years ago with Jonathan Yedidia. 25 years ago, we looked at this gambit. I don't remember anything that we looked at. That's good. There is knight a3, which is interesting. I looked at queen c2 with Yedidia, I think. We must have studied queen c2, b5, knight e5. I think that's some sort of line. Here, 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 knight d5, and then... He just gave me the pawn, though. I think you probably should take on a3. So, Infinite Flash Dash, you probably know more than I do. I don't know. I don't play the Reti at the tournament. You know, I don't really have a tournament repertoire, tournament quality repertoire prepared. I just play the Reti for fun. Like, it's not... My repertoire is not up to a high quality, high standard. Just sort of make it up as I go along. Ironically, I played the Reti like games 30 years ago, but again, my repertoire and preparation is probably not that much better today than 30 years ago in the Reti. I have a Vyacheslav Osnos book from like 1983 somewhere. But draw against Uber is very honorable. He's almost impenetrable. Oh, there's a nice idea here. 95, 95, 95. We don't win a piece, but we just play strategy. It's tragedy. Was it Bugs Bunny who always said that? Pure strategy. Did anybody see that Grandmaster Lanchester? He was like playing weird. On lichess, I noticed he like put in his finger notes that he was Wesley So, like spelled weird, and then like lost almost all of his games for like 2 days or something. It's obviously not Wesley So. If it's Wesley So, then Wesley So took up, you know, doing hard drugs and basically is on a binge or something. All right. Someone fired up their multiple accounts again. What does that mean, Gex again? Is that a thing? $25.77 in bullet, but 2,000 in blitz. That's not suspicious or anything. Will not play them. This player is blocked for other reasons. Will not play those guys. I don't know why you'd want to play in someone's stream who didn't like you. Black Bear Fox Ginger, you're Ricky Sanchez. Yeah, you just blundered. So 95, 95, and then I guess you're gonna have to sacrifice an exchange there. No, you have 95, of course. Yeah, 95, 95, knight d5, and white has a huge positional advantage, but I don't think I'm winning by force. Yeah. Sorry, no. Not gonna do that. Where's the resign button? Yeah. Alright, I won't play with people I don't approve of. I won't give them that pleasure. You can't be like 2,500 in bullet and 2,000 in blitz without abusing the rating system on lichess. So, if they're not a cheater, then they're a rating manipulator, and they shouldn't be left free on lichess. So that's that. Hisitnuns. Alright. Hisitnuns has a good score against me, and Simos lately. Maybe even blitz. An old friend. Okay. Claims. The French opponent farms the titled player streamer crop. What are you talking about, Infinite? Hisitnuns is French. He farms the titled player streamer crop. Which guy are you talking about? We might have more than one French player here. The streamer crop. I don't really like playing the Cambridge Springs, but I guess I'll do it. He didn't play the Cambridge Springs. Alright. Oh, he likes to play against streamers. Yeah, no, I know him. Yeah, he's a nice guy. He supported the stream before. Also supported lichess. But he's a strong player. Legitimately strong. I think his blitz rating, is way too low. Though. This is rapid chess. This is a flop. So with a very, very strange order of moves, no, this is actually, yeah, this is a pretty strange order of moves, actually. I wonder if I could exploit that somehow. We're going to transpose to a Tartakover variation? That is weird. I'll have to check this out later. He's basically like, well, playing this really fast, though. He's supposed to be 1,900 in blitz. But he's spending 4 seconds on the whole game here. Should be too kind of passive, but if 94... I don't really like playing that sort of structure where I can't take on e4. How he doesn't need to use any time at all. And that's disturbing. I don't remember the last time I played someone who made 12 moves in 9 seconds. That's a lot of moves quickly. Don't really like this. Yeah, it's good I can't see the tournament standings while I'm playing. I'd probably get angry about it. Because I think playing well, but strange time management for a player who's 1900 in Blitz and 2100 in Rapid. He's playing much, much faster than me. You'd think he would be slow if he was stronger in Rapid and very weak in Blitz. Infinite Flash, you're doing a simul? Mr. Flash? Giving a simul tonight? I think he's trying to play d4. I'm basically trying to stop him. I could just take on d4. Another good maneuver that might be available to white at some point is to put the queen on f5. No simul today. Sorry to hear that, guys. Thanks for joining me for the Pawnda Arena 8. Do I have any sort of tactics? Like taking on d5 and playing e4 or something. Knight takes d5, e4. He doesn't have any threats, does he? Like he's trying to play d4 again? I mean, his queen is there. You're giving a lecture, Infinite Flash Chess? That sounds cool. Man, I forgot how long these 7+3 games are. I was playing a lot of Blitz today, and it seems like it's forever. It's probably not a good way to warm up for the Rapid tournaments by playing Blitz. You'd think I'd have some sort of tactic here. Alas, doesn't appear to be any sort of tactic. I'm just kidding. It was a bad joke, Infinite Flash. One of my typically bad jokes. Stupid joke. He's so fast and practical. I don't like my queen there anymore. In the line of fire. But I can't really imagine how his notes would be 1900 in Blitz. I mean, that's extremely weak for his level of play against me. It's not weak overall, but still. He's 1800 in Bullet and 1900 in Blitz. He must just panic in winning positions or something. He always plays really well against me. And so principled. My dad jokes. Masturbate 1 game 3. I hope you don't play one of those guys who's like winning the tournament or something. I would just Prefer not to play them. They're not wanted here. Alright. It's like that kid that would come over your house when you were a little kid. The friend you didn't really like. But you didn't have the heart to say that you didn't like them, and they just kept coming over. You had to give them like subtle hints. Someone on sound is tough too. Actually, he's very similar in strength to Hisitnuns. Maybe someone on sound isn't quite as seasoned. He does make blunders more often than Hisitnuns. I have the feeling is a more experienced sort of player. Yeah, there was this kid, Eric. I remember when I was a little kid. His family didn't care about him, and so he would, like... No, it was Chris. I'm getting... Poor kids. Annoying friends confused. Getting my annoying friends confused. Knight b5, dropping a piece. Well, it's close, isn't it? Could this lose a piece? Playing for structure. Alright. Now rook d5. The other way. So it looks like Hisitnuns' only weakness is some sort of tactics. Okay, knight c6, rook e8, knight d4, rook e2, knight e2, bishop d5. There's a really funny variation, knight c6, rook e8, knight on b takes d4, but then that's like rook takes d2, rook takes, knight takes, bishop takes, knight takes a7. That's a weird variation. Bishop takes b5, bishop takes b5. So knight c6, bishop takes b5, bishop takes b5. That's simple. He can do that. What's next then? If that doesn't work, I can always play a4. That's nope, that hangs a pawn. So maybe I have to pull the trigger on knight takes d4, which I don't know why I didn't want to do that in the first place. Peters out to a draw or something. No surprise there. It's a mess, basically. He's seen all this in advance. No, I was expecting rook d2. Rook e8 I looked at as well. It might be a good move as well, but it gives me the option of f4, obviously. I'm not, like, losing. So rook d2 seems superior. Chris. Who is Eric? Eric was a friend from Budapest who's an adult. He was just like Chris, but he was an adult. Now I understand. That's so crazy. It was like a Freudian slip. Recent chess author and international master. He's like that kid. Exactly the same. He won't leave. Like, invite him over and he won't leave. Parents have to, like, send him home. He reminded me of Chris. Yeah. That's what it was. Okay. King f2. I guess my endgame is my best shot against Hisitnuns. I haven't beat him in 5 games, but they're all like simul games. I think there was a blitz game in there somewhere. No? No, strange. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So it was a blitz game. 4-on-3 rook ending, agreed to a draw. Thought so. I have a good memory. My ex-wife said I have a memory like a sieve. She was a sweetheart. All right. Hissedmunds. Well, there's really not a lot of options here. What about your knight? Don't tell him. Okay, guys? He could still get some counterplay against my king. We got 38 viewers, guys. Join the tournament. It's just for fun. I'm not going to get stressed or angry if cheaters win the tournament, whatever. Or whatever they are. Freak accounts with, you know, ratings that are like 600 points different. It's normal. It's normal to be like 2,600 in Bullet and 2,000 in Blitz. That's not suspicious at all. If you're two different people, you know. But anyway. Knight F3. As far as I know, like, you're supposed to have one person per account, right? I just wanted to get the rules of lichess straight. It's supposed to be one player per account, correct? Just checking. Alright, so F5, kind of a weird move. That's a neat move, G5. I mean, it looks like it weakens his king side dramatically. But Rook C7, let's go. Well, I mean, honestly, I'm not giving lichess a hard time. I mean, this problem is throughout online chess. It's not exclusive to lichess, and it's very, very difficult to police it. They basically do the best they can here. Unlike some sites which don't try at all. Alright.
I don't know that one.
Oh my god. Alexa, you scared me.
I'm sorry. I never want to upset anyone.
You upset me, and I'm going to have to take you to court. Man sues his Alexa for causing traumatic fright. Man sues Amazon for $1 million.
I don't know that one.
You don't know that one, but you will soon. Go, pawns, go. Scared the bejesus out of me, Alexa. It's not funny.
Well, I have to confess, it did make me chuckle a bit. Ask me for another joke and maybe the next one will make you smile.
Alexa, tell me a pirate joke.
A pirate walks into a bar. The bartender says, "What's with the paper towel on your hat?" The pirate replies, "Arr, I got a bounty on me head."
Alexa, quiet now. You don't get that joke unless you're American. Or from American, or I guess they have it in Canada too. Bounty is like a commercial paper towel company. Pawn go. Pawn power in chess. Pongo. Alright, back to tournament. Cheesy Noob making a move for it. We're playing what I presume is one of my distant Hungarian friends. Hazite. 2074. Look at these ratings. You see, that's the way people's ratings are supposed to be, you know? Like, kind of close. He's He's 2,000 in Rapid, 2,074 in Bullet, and 2,000 in Blitz. Not like 500 or 600 points difference between his ratings. Somewhat normal. Alright. I wonder who Hazite is. I wonder if it doesn't necessarily have to be a Hungarian player that I know, but the likelihood is high. I mean, for those of you that don't know, I've been living mostly in Hungary for the last 15 years. I do come back here to the United States frequently, but I've spent a lot more time in Hungary than the United States since 2004. So, just for your edification. Okay, so this variation, the classic, Queen B3 just doesn't do it for me. I looked at that. There's the Romanician book. I'm not Romanician. I always want to say Romanician. Anytime I have a fianchettoed bishop, I want to attribute it to like Romanician, but actually Mikhail. They're easy to confuse. So, Karpov Kasparov from the 80s. The classic. I used to like to play this, but it's a kind of subtle strategic variation. Not really optimal for a fast-paced game. I'd like to have like at least an hour on the clock if we're going to play this kind of closed position with a symmetrical structure. Karpov won some famous games, notably against Gata Kamsky in their candidates match in 1996, I think. When was the Karpov-Kamsky candidates match? I want to say 1996. Bishop e6, that's a sideline. Ed Formanek played bishop f5 against me. And that's also played by Fischer. But the main line is like e6 here. There's also like knight g4, which is a weird move. So bishop e6 I don't really know. I can go to the bathroom and look it up. That would be immoral. Yeah. So it's an inferior Formanek variation. Bishop is more active on f5. Gosh. I just hate playing closed structures in Blitz. There's just not enough time to figure this position out. I want to play like the best move. I can't stand to just play like any old move. Most people have no problem with that, but it seems wrong to me. Bishop f4, queen b6 seems to be the right idea for black. That's a little bit annoying. Well, I guess we have to do it. No chat, everybody's playing. Alright, we're still on our first beer. I don't like that I can't see the tournament standing though. I miss that feature. Bob quits. Bob, play for evil. Just stop playing for good. Really, that's the secret. So now what, like queen b5, some freakish, weird move? Queen d4. Exclamation. Drop my d pawn. Oh no. Hung my central pawn. Bob says I'm playing for donations. Now Bob, don't make any kind of weird jokes. We have enough crazy, psychotic trolls that we don't need to joke about it. Alright. We have enough crazy, psychotic trolls without you pretending to be one too, Bob. That'll be enough. So, tomorrow's stream will be at 5:30. We still got a ways. Another thing, I can't see how much time is left in tournament. How are you supposed to play the freaking tournament if you can't see how much time is left in the tournament in a critical moment? of the game. This is crazy. Oh, I have to make the screen bigger. How does that look when I stretch out the screen? You guys see that now? Yeah, that looks awful. I can't do that. Sorry to temporarily do that, guys. A player who shall not be named. Players who shall not be named. You won your first game, Masturbate. Good. Gotta start somewhere. Well, this looks good now. I think he wasted time. Queen b5 was an interesting move. It reminded me of like a Tarash Queen's Gambit. I think that's the right idea there. It looks geometrically correct. Maybe I can play something like Rook e1 and try to play Bishop f1, exploiting the queen on b5. Does that look right? I would guess that's the move, guys. So how much time do we have left? How does the screen look? Back to normal? Good. But it sucks. I can make the board smaller, right? But I can't because I'm using Firefox. Yuck. Gotta get Chrome running on the Streamlabs. Who's Mayed? 1600 winning every game, right? Anyway, this is just for fun. Luckily, it's not a money tournament. Strong positional advantage now. It's like Akiba would be proud. Everything is a Tarash, essentially. Lichess should allow the host to moderate their own tournament. And when you say moderate your own tournament, Bob, could you please elucidate what you mean by that? Like kick people out? Stuff like that. Yeah, I think that's a cool idea. I think it's absolutely, especially for an unrated tournament. I think it's a suggestion that should be made to the creator. It's a very, very valid suggestion. I could understand in rated tournaments objecting to that, but I think it's kind of like you create your own private tournament. It's casual. You do what you want, you know. I should be able to kick people out of my tournament if I don't like them. Absolutely. It's a great idea. I'll nuke everyone who offers me a draw in a lost position. I had to block 2 people today just for that. That's disgusting. A lot of people offer draws in Blitz simply to like make you spend 1 second to think. But it's like very poor sportsmanship ever to offer draw in a bad position. There are some exceptions. Obviously, if you have a situation where you have a massive, massive time advantage and the opponent is in danger of losing on time, it's almost always appropriate, you know, to offer a draw there, for example. There needs to be some sort of compensation for the fact that you have a lost or very bad position. I did the funniest mouse slip I've done in a long time today. I was playing a 1400 and I managed to win, but it was like move 5 of a Sicilian, and I literally never can remember doing this mouse slip. But I reached out to play e6 in an open Sicilian type position, and I literally... It wasn't even an open Sicilian. I think it wasn't defined yet. It could have been a closed Sicilian, but it could be open. I reached out to play e6 and I played f6 instead of e6 on like move 5 in a Sicilian. I mean, that is seriously bad. That's like, it's almost as bad as like the Bond Cloud or something, like playing e4, king e2 or something. I mean, f6 on move 5. And it was worse than just playing f6 randomly. He had played bishop e3, and so it was a closed Sicilian, because he was playing bishop e3 attacking my c5 pawn. And I reached out to play e6 to defend my c5 pawn, and instead I played f6, just like dropping the pawn. All right, Ed would be proud. I lost horribly to International Master Ed Furmanek in a bishop f5 variation 30 years ago. I think Ed's still kicking. He was always a difficult opponent for me. The last time we played in Foxwoods, like 10 years ago, I offered him a draw in like 15 moves. In like 15 moves, I was the much higher rated player. And I was black, and I offered Ed a draw, and like, I had never beaten him. He beat me like 3 times. Now I'm like the higher rated player, and he like takes the draw. I thought he was gonna ask me why I offered a draw. Oh well, you just like beat me 3-0 like in our lifetime score, so I thought I'd give you a draw this time. What's petty? Oh, most people decline to take backs during obvious mouse slips. Well, this is the people who are so into rated games, rated games. I'll accept takebacks even in rated games if it's an obvious mouse slip, Absolutely. You play King F1, and Cheesy Noob offers you offers you a takeback. That's correct. Not every time I play King F1 it was a mouse slip though. Mad Ramus answered now. But literally, I always try to do that unless I hate my opponent for some reason. That's nice, Bob. Thank you for the cheery thought. You can always rely on Bob for some kind of mood brightener. So Hazi Tay, passive but solid. I have no idea who Hazi Tay could be. Possibly just a random Hungarian. Possibly a player from one of my teams, but I'm having trouble making progress. I definitely don't want to take on d6. A queen a3, that's kind of a cool move. Cool, like, in the fact that it doesn't do anything. I just faked him out. It was a fake threat. He didn't have to exchange queens. It was like a Freudian slip. I guess I should have gone with my other rook. Now comes the counterplay. Rubinstein Akiba. Where are you when I need you? Master Akiba. I think we've got something here. Am I rushing with this move? His rook is really, that's super awkward. I just have to cover the H file. I think this guy's a good defender. Maybe. He likes defending. Well, technically there are 2 open lines. My only chance is like beat him on time. He's gonna play A5 next. Jeez. Maybe I have to secure this first. What a defender. Man, wow, this guy is a good defender. I don't know if I could win that position, except for the clock. Golf. If you like golf, I've got a house to sell you. Alright. Couldn't even pee between games. Well, that's the point of the arena. You can pee between your games. I mean, there are various ways to do that. I used to play poker for like 10 hours, 12 hours straight sometimes, so you don't even need to leave the room. But technically speaking, anyway, my dad was a traveling salesman. He taught me all the tricks. No, I mean, you got, just pee in a bottle. It's very easy. No problem. The traveling salesman method. What's up? Juicebox would know what I'm talking about. Obviously you don't, you use some sort of receptacle. That's a pleasant topic of conversation though. Cheesy noob. Let's go. Cheesy noob. All this time you thought it was beer. Well, when I was drunk, other things have happened. There was that time at the New York Open. Maybe they still remember. But don't let me use your hotel room when I'm drunk. Bishop G5. Okay. This is technically a Tory attack, right? Well, I guess the really rich poker players have, special ensuite bathrooms for their offices or something. Bob, I don't have an ensuite bathroom. If you can't leave the computer for 12 hours, like you literally can't get up. There are like 5-minute breaks though. I'm just kidding. I mean, there are 5-minute breaks. You just have to run to the bathroom really fast. Can't take a joke around here. Okay. Gosh, you guys are so serious. I might have to have another beer. Alright, let's check the score. Not that it's relevant, but I might be able to finish third if I ran really well. I'm not even close. How do those guys have so many points? Like on whatever and Cheesy Noob? How do you have so many points? I don't know how you get so many points. I can understand in a blitz tournament, but in a rapid tournament where it's like 7+3, how do you rack up so many points? Like you can't even finish a game that fast. You actually had a rule about the maximum number of pee bottles in the room. What's that? When you're deployed in Iraq. I imagine, in the army, it's pretty wild. Toilets optional. Obviously on the front line, Bob. You asked them to pass the Grey Poupon. Could you please pass the Grey Poupon? Oh, we have another Pawnda. I probably showed you guys this before, but it's kind of creepy. Red rum, red rum, red rum, red rum, red rum. Evil Pawnda. I didn't just do that. I know it's weird. I couldn't resist. I just couldn't resist, guys. Dragon B is here. Cheesy Noob has a system where he just plays real fast, basically. That's a bad move for Wit. I'm very happy you did that. Your first genuinely suspicious move of the game. Acibate, just like one of your setups. It's kind of Owen's defensey. It's Sicilian. Sicilian-y. I think you're asking the wrong person. I want to be like him. So what's up here? Maybe knight d7 at one point? My knight keeps getting attacked by stuff. Just queen c7 is good too. Alright, whatever. This is a good position for black. 2 bottles with 2 people in the room. It's your turn to throw them away. Moderate. You're on the right channel. This is where we specialize. We specialize in hyperbullet here. And other forms of masturbation in chess. I mean, no, I actually try to think. I know that's strange for people, but no brain, no pain. That's my motto. I mean, if you don't like thinking, you should just try another game. I mean, tic-tac-toe, or... There are a lot of things you can do. Sudoku. Even Sudoku, you have to think. I mean, I don't know. Cheesy Noob with the weird, creepy style here today. He's 1900, 1700 in classical, 1700 in bullet. He's like winning the tournament. Yeah, I mean, if I go here, he just goes f5. So I really have to be careful. Alright, can you please stop wasting our time? Talking about stupid stuff. So, another surprising move. What? How does that work? Oh, he can just do that. Wow. What's going on here? I'm dropping my knight. Lucky it's not mate. Is it mate? So what is this? Too confusing to understand, basically. Some sort of crazy, calculated tactic. 20 moves deep. We never accuse anyone of cheating. Just if they play suspiciously. Just lucky. He's just lucky that he's winning like all his games. I don't know. He's just lucky. We'll have to check after the game. I don't know. I don't trust anybody. It's nothing personal. I don't trust anybody. Especially people who are like 2,500 in one thing and 2,800 in another. So is it mate yet? He even types while he plays. This is a peace sacrifice. We don't care about a loser guy, you know, okay? Let's just stop talking about that. What do I do? Like this? Typing while he crushes me. While he wins the tournament. Oh, it's mate. You saw that too. While he commentates the whole game. It's just ridiculous. Nothing suspicious about that. Oh man, alright. Next game. Can I see the results? Oh, because it's like... Because it's the Firefox, I can't click on anything. That sucks. I can't even see people's results. So sick. Cheesy Noob is 1900. He's going to win every single game he plays without using any time. That's normal. What's up, Naka fan? Anyway, let's go back to the game, to the tournament. Classic. 1900. Winning the tournament ahead of everybody. There was another cheesy guy from Australia. Alright, let's try to get back to the tournament. I hate Firefox now. It doesn't work. Nothing works with Firefox on lichess at all. You have to use Chrome, but I can't get it to work on the site. Just wins every game. I wonder if he's related to whatever. Why do I get these people? Alright guys, let's go. I'm trying to get back to the tournament. Can't get back. I think they're connected somehow. I suspected that long ago. Much stronger than me, cheesy noob. Completely believable. Juicebox, what are you talking about, man? Alright, guys. 40 minutes left. I was having fun till that game. Yaronico. I don't know. You seem to be having conversations with yourself, dude. You were acting weird before. You're acting weird again now. But it's kind of weird when you... crush a tournament, like, and you're not even close to one of the highest rated players in the tournament. I mean, how do you explain that, you know? It doesn't really make a lot of sense. I'm sorry, but it doesn't make a lot of sense. Why would your rating be so low? And why would you lose games to me in like 5 moves one day and then crush me the next, you know? It doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah. Stuck gifted a tier 1 sub to King Crusher. Uh-oh. This must be Bob's new account. King Crusher. Bob's trying to stoke the real King Crusher or like a fake King Crusher? I thought it's like a fake King Crusher that Bob created to try to stoke Discord. Did you actually donate to the real King Crusher? That's hilarious. Sorry, that's hilarious. I figured you created a fake King Crusher right now. That's what I thought this was all about. Euronico. 1300 in Blitz and 1800 Classical. That's what I'm talking about. It's probably normal. It's normal to have 500 difference in rating between Blitz and Classical. Absolutely standard. Everybody has that. Well, you can call yourself King Crusher, right? Is it the exact same name? Maybe it's King's Crusher. You know, still gifted a tier 1 sub to King's Crusher. Who is King's Crusher? Castling Queenside is not necessarily part of the plan here. The real King Crusher is my subscriber. Why would Stook do that? He wants... Somebody's a King Crusher fan. Yeah, well, bullet chess is a waste of time. That's why, I criticize people like King Crusher for doing that. But I have nothing personal against him. I try to be let's say, politically, neutral. I don't want to have anything against other streamers, but looks like White has a strong position here, surprisingly. Should I resign or should I play this out? What do you guys think? Looks like I could resign already. I guess I'm on tilt from the last game. Maybe I can play knight c4. Try to survive a while. Bob gifted a tier 1 sub to Daniel Wrench. Daniel Wrench? Who is Daniel Wrench? I never heard of him. I think I played a game against a guy like that, but I was too drunk to remember. the game. Looks like Yaroniko played the opening perfectly. I'm on tilt from the last game. It upsets me being like ripped to shreds by 1900 players using no time while they're sending snide comments in the chat as they do it. We'll try to hold this together. It's definitely unsound what I did. But when I see someone 1668, I didn't expect to face like Grandmaster level play. Hikaru should have a sub, but I like Hikaru. Don't troll Hikaru. I actually like him. There's no reason to treat Hikaru like those other guys. I didn't like Hikaru when he was a little kid. He was a punk, but we got along later. Actually, Hikaru came to the stream and donated 5 subs a while back. I just don't like that he streams on chess.com, but whatever. We've always had a good relationship. Alright, so bishop g5, Yaroniko. I think Yaroniko just needs a little more time, and they'll beat me down like a GM. If only they had like 7 minutes. I feel the full strength. So no chance tonight for me in my own arena. The trolls have it locked up. I can't even get like 10 points. What's going on around here? Well, I had to resign to one guy who I refused to play. One of the other trolls who's not in the top. My principles interfere with me gaining points. How's White's center pawn lost here? Pretty good? Not bad? Just need better time management. You'll be all set. I'm probably clearly worse still. Unless White really has to trade off the dark squared bishop. I really like the way the White played this. Three pieces hanging at the same time. I don't know which one to take. Clearly I can't take on g5 because I lose e6. If I take on d4, he retains both bishops. So this looks forced. She, he, it, whatever. Has a female name. Alright. Just out of curiosity, I want to see the... pause. I want to see the center pawn loss here. We got to go back with the manual method. I can't see opening book. I didn't play correctly with knight a5. h5 was really bad. Surprisingly, my position is not that bad until this move, apparently. I'm paranoid that like everybody's cheating. Okay. Doesn't look like it there. That's a legitimate game. Alright, next game. Back to the tournament. Just lost on time. Yeah, it's hard to take it seriously online chess, but we just do it for fun. Let's just play. Smoking eucalyptus. That sounds interesting. I couldn't get the streak starter. I'm up to 10 points now. We're almost in the top 10. I'd like to at least finish in my own top 10. I think these two have something in common. Can't quite figure out what it is. Wonder if you can ban people from your own tournaments. I wish you could, if it's like a casual tournament. You know, there's all these like settings and stuff. There's no way to ban the trolls. It sucks. They just keep coming back. Alright. Stook, thanks for the subscription of King Crusher. I'm sure you've stoked a new rivalry. Jim said, why aren't you modding a Peppy? Who's a mod with Peppy? Pepe. Not a fan. I think chess.com uses bots that appear as real human opponents. No, that's just your human opponents who are really bots. That's funny. Like usually I hear that and I'm thinking like it's a poker site. We're talking about bots on chess sites now. Probably Peeps. No, I didn't realize that. So Peeps would probably be too much power. But I think if it's a casual tournament, you should be allowed to. You know? But maybe it's too much power. I don't know. There's just too many recurring people who like ruin weekly tournaments and stuff. It's a pretty big annoyance. To play on Ultimate Bet, PokerStars, well, I mean, there were tons of bots, man. I played on PokerStars for 15 years. I know about bots. But chess.com, you think, creates like bots just to make it more full or something? Like there's more players, to look like there are more players than there really are? Is that what you're saying? This is an interesting move, 94 here. Is that the concept? To just make it look like there are more people? Oh yeah, I mean I could see them doing that. Claiming there's like 50,000 players when there's really like 10 or something. Poker sites definitely use bots. They just like shuffle the money around to the players they want to win. I mean, I can't prove it, but you kind of know, you know. You just know after a while. I can't believe that a chess site would go to that length, though. I mean, it seems a bit much. So, tomorrow I'm going to do Weird Wednesday stream, same time, 5:30. Well, anybody can just put up random numbers, though, you know, like who can verify that lichess has 18,732 players right now, you know? Who can verify that the evil chess site has 30,000 players on right now? It's like the same thing with PokerStars. They would claim they would have tens of thousands of players logged on, but unless you're like a supercomputing guru, like there'd be no way to actually verify that. I mean, who actually can prove that one way or the other? No, I don't doubt it, Jim, but you know, I believe it truly. But you're welcome to be skeptical. I mean, I don't expect people to necessarily believe everything I say. But after years of doing something, you get a pretty good intuitive feel for what's natural and what's not, you know. The problem with online gambling, you know, online poker, is that there is no regulation. And when there is zero regulation, which exists for pretty much, you know, there's no incentive for there to be fair play. Interesting exchange sacrifice here from Stook, but this looks lost. Okay, maybe he doesn't have to trade queens. He can play like queen d8 now. But he's got no development. Yeah, I would keep it in mind. I you know, and I'm not like sour grapes that I lost a lot of money. I have huge wins. But, and I don't know that it was always that way, but it was weird. By the end, it was weird. It got really weird. I had no faith in. You can't have gambling where there's no regulation. I mean, there's just, forget about it. You know, it's crazy. You might as well go to Al Capone and play in his home game or something. Play in Al Capone's home poker game. Your chances are pretty good there. So I don't think you should trade queens here, like queen anywhere. Still normally doing well in the simul's, but he doesn't often play face me and blitz. Someone on sound in 11th. Where am I? I'm not even on the list anymore. I think I'm gone. I think I was kicked out of my own tournament. Oh, this is, I wondered. This is Firefox. Thank you, Firefox. We popped up to 9th place. No draws. Lichess, I can't do anything on Firefox. I can't go forward or backward in the moves. I can't use a player or the move encyclopedia or opening encyclopedia. I can't click on this and see the games that the players have played. Basically, nothing works on Firefox. I mean, as like Asterbay pointed out, I could download like a different version of Firefox, like one of their more experimental versions, and probably get it to work. How do I fare against Mark Esserman? Well, keep in mind that Mark is a younger generation than me, you know, so we haven't played that many times. I beat him like the first time, then we had a couple of draws. But we've only played like 3 games, you know, in history, so he might do better now. In tennis. Bob, you're the ultimate test, really. If Bob says your GM strength, then your GM strength. That's enough in my book. If Bob says it, absolutely. That's the acid test of whether you deserve the Grandmaster title or not. What Bob says. Bob should get a job with FIDE to decide. Danish has a good score against me. I played horribly against him. I beat him badly the first time we played, but then he beat me twice. And one of them was like this ridiculous game where I blundered on move 8 and lost the piece. It was a funny trap though. It was a c3 Sicilian, and I actually blundered a piece the same way that Grandmaster Chom Ishvan did once. So I guess it was kind of funny, like some weird position that could fool even GMs. But that was embarrassing to lose a game like 9 moves against Boros Danish. And then there was another game I lost against him with white in a Reti, which was awful. I was mentioning that recently to someone else. So I think I lost twice. I had a draw, I lost twice, and I beat him once. That's all I can remember. 4 games. He's a good player. He's well trained. You know, I mean, the Hungarians are getting very good coaching from strong grandmasters. They're not self-taught, you know, like a lot of American players. All right, F4. This is a good opening for white. I had this in my last tournament game against a little kid. Couldn't make any progress. This repertoire, for me, is a big problem. F3 is a huge problem for my entire classical Sicilian repertoire. I can't play the Najdorf. I can't play the Dragon. E5 I don't like. I'm gonna start playing like H5 or something soon. It's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's a huge problem. F3. I've been playing this A6 system you guys see here, move 6, but it's maybe good to equalize, but it's no good for playing for a win. I have a huge problem here. It's like Dimitri maybe heard me say that, I don't know. Nakafan, what did you put in there? Nakafan, what game did you submit from chess-db? I guess I should castle. White's certainly not worse here. Cloud gaming is a solid feature for chess. Guys, I welcome your donations supporting the stream. Sevian versus Boros was... There's no way Sevian was 13 years old in 2014. He had to be older than that. No? Maybe not. I had a student who played him when he was like 8 years old. That was funny. He's like, yeah, I'm playing this like kid. Man, this position just I hate for black. I guess F5 could be really strong. Then again, maybe not. I'll just take it. Man, this is hard to play. I don't know. These guys like Sevian, I mean, I only know by name. I was out of the country like all the time since they were born. But Boros Danish I know because I, you know, he grew up playing in tournaments where I played, so we played numerous times. I remember I won a really nice game against him the first time though. It was sweet. I just sacked the bishop on F7 and crushed him. But later he respected me, so he didn't make that mistake again. Well, now what? F6? Dimitrilas seems like a good player. Oh, now he's like made his ratings funny. 1821, 1821, and 1821. That's rating manipulation. Your account should be banned. Bob, what's up, man? Maybe you're on the wrong stream. Before you didn't like Esterman. Now you're like his cheerleader. Nothing wrong with that. I like Mark. But I was surprised by the turnaround. You You were very anti Esserman at first. Now you're his biggest fan. He's all right. He gets mixed reviews, but I like him. He's always been correct with me. That's all I ask, that you're correct. Uber driver's kind of solid. Relatively solid. I'm surprised sometimes how well people play, and then they sort of melt down in the end game. It's an internet chess thing, I guess. It's shocking if you take a player like this. Where should I put my king, by the way? I mean, he's hardly melting down, but I'm just, for example, you know, this is the point where the standard player, let's say it's Dimitri Less or whoever, you know, who's 1800, would just start to collapse. The, like, standard equal endgame. Okay, this is not equal, it's like dynamic equilibrium, but... Alright, Bob. Bob, are you playing in this tournament? Get a room, Bob. Get a room, man. I know he's younger and better looking than me. Well, younger anyway. King centralization. I can see younger men appeal to Bob. It's alright. It hurt my feelings a little bit, Bob, but I'll get over it. Thought you loved me more, but it's alright. It's alright. I've been rejected before. How's our endgame looking here? Wow. It's coming bishop g4. Yes, English is my first language. Believe it or not. It's coming bishop g4. Obviously hotter. Dude, my mom had this like photo album of my first wedding hidden away in like her stuff that I haven't seen in like almost 20 years. And I was hot. You know, I have to say, I was really, really hot. Now, I mean, yeah, obviously, we're aging a little bit, but fundamentals are still there. But I could believe it. It was a really bad scene, and I didn't want to remember it, but I go through this, like, drawer of stuff and find all these, like, photos of my ex-life. That was, like, the worst time of my existence as a human being. Good to know. I'm glad you saved that, Mom. Thanks for saving that stuff. No, not really. I try not to marry, you know, hot ex-wives, because that would obviously be a disappointment moving forward. All right, let's go. If e5 have no squares left, what am I doing here? Trying to make connected pass pawns? a5, a4, helping him make his own pass pawns, I guess. 2 and 20. Yeah. But I'm not as superficial as you, Bob. You know. I'm not as into physical looks. I'm not obsessed with physical looks the way you are. Never marry a hot chick. Absolutely. Good advice from Juicebox Wizard. You heard it there first. The world is obsessed with physical looks, you think? Another word of words of wisdom. We can always count on you, Bob, to state the obvious. But I'm not, you know, one of those people who's looking for, you know, look at the openings I play. I don't, you know, try to play like mainline stuff. I try to be different. Think outside the box. Okay, I play the Sicilian, but I never play the Najdorf. Man, Dmitry really solid here. And he's ahead on time, too. Move 11 with a plan there. Suggested bishop c8, proving my b. Now the shit starts hitting the proverbial fan. Well, that's alright. We can do that. Am I even better? I'm starting to get kind of depressed about this game now. Like, there may be no way to win. Do we have a shot with this? Is this crazy? 2-for-1 sale? It either works or it doesn't. Probably doesn't. We're gonna go for it? Man. Getting crazy now. All in. Had some weird conversations today. It's been a weird stream like that. Getting materialistic. I learned this from Bob. I try not to be, see, even in my chess games, I try not to be materialistic. I try to be strategic and careful. Stuk just gifted a tier 1 sub to chess, brah. That's awesome, man. Maybe I'll get a friend out of this. I don't know Eric Hansen at all. We never met or played. I saw him at a tournament when he was like a teenager. I think that was about the time when I quit playing in the United States, basically. My chess bra started to become a strong master right about that point. Now, hold on a second here. I think I didn't need to do that. Maybe that was a stupid move. Maybe I should redo. I want to redo. Let's just put it back on e5 so you're frozen. Probably that was a decent idea. Then I go after the h pawn. Because he was threatening c4, actually. That's the real issue here. White playing c4. I don't know if I'll ever be a millionaire. Could happen. I got really close to taking down like a poker star, a Sunday Million, but got knocked out on the next to last table. It's like the story of my life. Almost. Now I'm getting mated by bishop f1. No. But I could get mated by bishop g4, bishop. That's sick. Alright, let's blockade. Wait. Here? I never win the lottery. Pawnda's got a ticket over there. I never won the lottery. I never won like 6 figures in a poker tournament. Basically, I'm really unlucky. We're lucky with other stuff, though. I'm unlucky with money, but lucky with other stuff. Okay, check. Always check. And don't get mated. Dmitry really playing solid today. The long diagonal is not a problem. Bishop f1, I didn't even consider that. I'm just kidding. I could have self-mated myself, Nefedov, with bishop takes g4, bishop f1. That's what I was talking about. Some sort of self-mate. Isn't that possible? To do a self-mate? He's coming to try to get me from the other side now. Please don't let me mess this up. Damn, dude. Intense battle. He's blockaded now. Blockaded me. Unbelievable. What's happening here? C4, obviously. Critical. Check. He has a good sense of humor. You got to give him credit for that. If not for my endgame technique, I would be a hopeless case. Alright, lucky win. A lucky win. Uber Driver lost in the first round? Who beat Uber Driver? Was that one of those first guys? Bishop e3, bishop e3. Fuchsia, what's up? Good to see Fuchsia. Fuchsia. I asked her about Fuchsia before. I think that works too. Ooh, I have a correspondence game against Fuchsia that I'm a little worried I might be losing on time soon. Playing Hazite again. 3 minutes remaining. Uh-oh. Am I even in the top 10? Barely. Barely in the top 10. The heck? Talking too much. You're not saying anything. He's gonna play. There's the big clamp. So this is basically a reversed. Dropped a piece like this once when I was playing in strange conditions. I was talking about this with my friend Joe, how it's strange that every time I ever had to like play a rated game at someone's house or in some strange place, I always like lost. It was like the back room of the chess club, or you had to go to somebody's house to play a makeup game or something like that. Like, I dropped a piece in 8 moves once when I had to play in really strange conditions. Same structure. Just imagine like playing e6 and dropping your knight on g4 as a 2300 FIDE player. It's sick. Functionalish. So I've never played on the other site. Of course I played. I played a couple of computers and then like quit. That was enough for me. 5 or 6 games with computers and 1 or 2 humans. But that's, you know, everything about the other site sucks, so it's not a one-dimensional hatred on my part. Alright, so now what? Knight g8 maybe? No need to go back to g8. I'm very devoted to lichess. It's a great site. I wouldn't cheat on lichess. Can we have a bullet stream? Of course. I'll get right to it. Oh, this is interesting. I thought I had a game like this a while back. Okay, Hazite, I don't know who they are. They might know me, but I don't know them. Yeah, I mean, g4, knight g8. This is a reversed English opening, actually. I'm not sure if I like this move a4 for white, though. In the long run, I guess it's kind of a neutral move, but it could create a weakness at b3. Less than 30 seconds left. Nefedov. Nefedov, what place are you in? I thought Nefedov was going to make the top 10. Apparently not. Uber Driver in solid third place. Usually Uber Driver doesn't get that many games to make it up to third place. Uber Driver kicking it into gear tonight to get to third place. Yeah, Cheesy Noob wins the tournament, though I don't know how he can crush the tournament that brutally at that rating. Uber Driver, unbeatable. Morales with a great result. Negro Modelo, those guys are solid. Hazite. What happened to me? I couldn't get the streak starter started is what happened. I should have done some berserks or something too, but I was just having fun. I didn't really care about winning the tournament. In the past, I'll do berserking when I start to be out of contention, but I didn't. I just felt like talking tonight, I guess. It was definitely an interesting tournament. Thank you guys for supporting the stream. Thanks to King Crusher. Actually, he's got the rook covered, so I was gonna say thanks to King Crusher for subscribing. G5. This is kind of crazy. Now he can take, so I almost have to do this, which I don't really want to do. Maybe bishop here. Who is this character? Hazy. It looks like in English you'd say hazy tej. In Hungarian it's hazite, which means like kind of home milk. It's hard to translate something that doesn't exist in English. Jim, thanks for the donation. You guys were too busy to donate bits tonight, but we've got the Wednesday stream tomorrow night. Thursday will be our subscriber stream. I'll let you guys know. Tomorrow night is at 5:30 p.m. I think that Thursday is still up in the air. The time. I mean, I really should do the subscriber stream in the evening, though. There's going to take some recirculation here. It's going to take a while to redeploy the pieces. Hazite has a weird style liking closed positions. Dragon BC. Move 11 donated 500 bits. Wow. Thank you, sir. Weird position here. I've got to keep A5 protected while trying to get my knight developed. And that's an interesting trick to pull off. I might just play B6. However, I'm not really keen on B6. Perhaps we could try Queen A5. Very artificial move. Obviously. With a very subtle threat of Queen A4. And the plan is maybe Bishop somewhere. F8 or D8 followed by Knight E7. Specialty system here. Way to go, Move 11. Move 11 with a cheer lead for the week. 600. You know, I keep thinking tonight's Monday for some reason. It's Tuesday. It's hard to adjust to a new place. Alright, so B4 becomes a threat. What am I supposed to do? Like B5? It's just gonna get weird. Oh, he's got the knight defending the rook. It already got weird. How am I supposed to develop my pieces? What the heck? Alright. I'm panicking for no reason. I guess I can just move my pieces where I wanted. Bishop D8. It's just bizarre. He must be like an expert in the system. I mean, to play this like this. Very few people play this style of system for either color. Playing it with white, e4, c5, c3, d3, f4. I don't know anyone who plays that, so it's not a player who I overtly know from Hungary. This would you would have to be kind of a specialist, I think, to play this system. Something you play all the time. I had a game I remember. Boris Privman, FIDE master from the Marshall. Wasn't the time that I wanted to kill him. One time we had a game where he started banging my clock back in a blitz tournament because he said I moved with two hands or something. Sorry, dude, but if you have, you know, a problem, you have to get the arbiter. It's not the Marshall Chess Club. It was like a major tournament. The guy just starts banging my clock back. He thinks he's playing at the Marshall Chess Club. Alright, bishop e7. It was a blitz tournament. He made a claim that I illegal moved, like, because I made a capture with two hands or something. It's technically against the rules, but he was acting like he was playing at a local chess club or something, you know, like if you stop someone's clock, you have to, like, you know, as far as I know, go like get the arbiter or something. He did it twice and I was gonna like punch him. I just like cursed him out in front of like a ballroom full of people. I just started to totally go nuts. It was funny. Funny now. Pick up the clock, yeah. You should have picked up the clock. What about G6? Picked up the clock and go home. Man, what a game. And the tournament's been over for like half an hour. Congratulations to my opponent offered a draw. Alright. Let's end it. This is closed. Good game. Analysis board, I think black's slightly better. I could be wrong. I'm wrong. Good draw for me. I really thought I was slightly better here. But the engine thinks that white is slightly better. Interesting. Interesting misevaluation by me. I mean, I probably would have likely played King F8, as the engine suggests here. But I wouldn't have thought that white is better. Okay, he has a little bit of space on the queen side, but these pawns are very strong. White has a bad bishop. I'm surprised by this stockfish evaluation here. Good game by Hazite. So, final result for the tournament. Where are we? Yeah, 1985. That's interesting. So, Cheesy Noob's performance at 1934. There's nothing strange about this, right? Cheesy Noob's performance rating was 2330. That's totally normal when your blitz rating is 1802. Completely normal. Nothing out of the ordinary there. I'm absolutely incorrect to suspect anything strange. But anyway, congratulations to Uber Driver. He's very, very solid. Third place. Morales, good job. Negro Modelo, those guys are very strong. We've played many times. Hazite, a new player, showing potential there in the last game against me. Mayet, don't know them. That's new. I'm in 8th place. A very credible result. But again, I didn't want to. I tried to block that troll, but they just keep coming back. I didn't really care about being too competitive. It's fun. I don't want to berserk. I like just playing the long games and doing the analysis of the games. So unfortunately I had this troll in first place, and who I asked not to come to my streams anymore. He's been very, very damaging and disruptive to my streams, so I don't want to give him any kind of attention. So I will see you guys later. Have a great night. It was an interesting tournament. Maybe next time we'll have to do it differently. So I will see you guys all. Thanks for joining. Thanks for supporting the stream. Move 11, thanks for the donation. I'll see you guys tomorrow night, 5:30 p.m. It will be Weird Wednesday, Unusual Blitz, and Rapid Chess. And we'll see you guys then. You're welcome. Thanks for joining. Asterbait, thanks for being here. All you guys. Jim Bob, someone on sound. All our friends, thanks for joining. We'll see you later. Thanks from the Pawnda too. Bye-bye.